What's a happening, guys? Figured I'd bring you guys along with me on this nice day. Hope you guys are doing well. And today I'm just kind of doing a little day hike with some lunch. And we're going to be cooking lunch on my Czechoslovakian, I can't say it. I think it's Czechoslovakian mess kit that I bought recently. So let's check it out. Glad to see you guys. Glad to have you back. Got my patrol bag. This is the CFP 90 patrol bag. And I forgot to mention that we are at the Illinois Gulag Camp. Alright, I got my wife's cutting board. I still gotta get one yet. Maybe have some coffee here later on. Water. It's gonna be a late lunch today, so I've got some meat flavored with pasta sauce, turkey spam, and some tomato and oregano tortelloni right there. Oh yeah, this is gonna be our late lunch, so it's gonna be good. All right, guys. I should have been a QVC hand model because I have such pretty fingers. Anyways, this is the Czechoslovakian or Czech mess kit, and I just got this recently, and I got it specifically for cooking. Instead of, usually when I do my overnights, I do the freeze-dried meals, but I'm starting to get a little more into cooking on the bushcraft side of things. So you got top lid. Okay. Got an inner pan, and I also have an onion in here that we're going to chop up as well. So with the inner pan, and this is aluminum. Some people don't like aluminum. It don't bother me. And check out the date on here, guys. See with my index finger, I'm gonna have it pointed right at it. Hopefully you guys could see that. But it's 1953. And I will tell you what, for this being from 1953, it is in superb shape. I don't think it's even been used. But yeah. I probably won't use the lid. It's for a plate. I'll just be eating right out of this thing. But it's not the lightest cook set, but it's not super heavy either, so don't bother me too much. So next step now is to get some firewood. And of course, for those guys who haven't seen my little kit, I use my overnighters. It's got my fire kit. This is Max Expedition bag, which it doesn't have to be a Max Expedition bag. It's the one I have. My 8-inch Arkansas ceramic rod came in for field sharpening. You guys know what time it is. It's silky time. Well, we're on the lookout for some wood to cut and trying to find some dead wood. And I'll be honest, here at the Gulag Camp, there just isn't a whole lot. It's not like the secret pine forest. You got a bunch of pine and spruce and eastern red cedar. Out here, there's mainly hedge, and it's a very hard wood. Not that the silky can't cut that, but it's not my first choice. So I'm on the outlook for some dead limbs. And just not the greatest selection out here. So yeah, I'll get back to you guys here in a minute. Sometimes you don't even need to use the silky. When you got a tree, it's a V shape. Just pull it in and just break it off. Not even that, but when you got a tree with multiple V's in it, which this one here is 2 trees that are connected to each other, you can make it even smaller cuts, like such. Perfect. And see, I just make them smaller. Because I don't need a big fire. There's a dead falling tree, or not a dead stinging tree, but a dead falling tree, or a tree that's fallen over, it's dead. Let's try the silky out. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it off, probably over here, and we're going to take it to the other tree and we're going to cut it down and split it down. So there's no sense on cutting little sections off when I got a tree. I can do that, and it takes all the work, it takes all the hard labor away. Cut like butter. And this time I didn't do real long strokes because that piece of wood was probably the biggest you wanted to go with this length of a blade. And so I made sure this time I didn't come all the way back into the wood. I did short strokes with it, and that's what you want to do, short strokes, not real long strokes, because if you saw my video, or that I think it's one titled Silky F180 Fail, or no, I fell victim to a Silky F180, I explained to you what happened. So always go short strokes if you're using a big piece of wood with a small length of a silky blade. I wanted to explain to you a little bit about fire making, and depending on what areas you're in, depends on how you're going to make your fire. From my learning experience, where I'm at now, which is the Illinois Gulag Camp, that's what I call it, but there's not much resources out here other than hedgewood. And hedgewood is a very, very hard wood. And in my beginning stages of bushcraft and learning how to make fires, I would make feather sticks out of hedgewood, which I don't really recommend. Does it work? Yes, it works. You can see some of my earlier videos on my channel. However, it is a very, very, very hard wood, and it is not really made for feather sticking. But it works. So in a survival situation, you could use it. But honestly, other than that, there's no pine out here. There's no spruce. There's maybe a few cedars, but this park's pretty big, and I've not seen one. There's not one in the primitive area where you can camp out, which is where we're at. And so you know, depending on what area or location you're at, you always want to have a fire kit. And out here, I'm going to use a man-made fire ignition, you know, fire sources. You're going to be cotton balls or steel wool or trioxane fuel or something, because I know out here there's not really much to work with. Now, on the other hand, in a survival situation, you're always going to have punk wood. Punk wood's just rotten wood. And if you can find grass, you know, stringy grass or stringy bark, which then again, there's not a whole lot of stringy bark out here either, so it's hard to make a bird's nest because you have no stringy materials, or there's not even really any dry grass out here. So I guess my point is, or what I'm trying to get to, is that you need to make sure before you leave your location, and what kind of resources does it offer. Out here it doesn't offer a whole lot for fire making, so I'm going to use some man-made products. Secret Pine Forest, I don't need to bring anything man-made other than, you know, my ferro rod. But for fire starting, you got pine, you got your fat wood resin, you can make feather sticks with the pine trees. White pine, it's excellent feather stick making. You have your eastern red cedar, you got the bark on there to make your bird's nest. You've got the sapling from eastern red cedar, you can make feather sticks with eastern red cedar. So I mean, and you got spruce. So I mean, you got more resources for fire making out there than you do here. So anyways, today I just wanted to share it with you guys. So just always make sure what location you're going to, that you know what the resources are, because your kit that you have might not, you know, or your expectations might not be what you thought, because when you get there, oh, there's no pine here, oh, there's no spruce here. So, and you're like, ah, I can't make fire now because I don't have any way to make feather sticks or anything like that. So always make sure you have your fire kit with you wherever you go. You just never know. It's always a smart thing to do. It doesn't always have to be super primitive either. Alright guys, I just want to share that with you. Ferro rod, cotton balls, petroleum jelly, Pocket Boy 170. Kind of fray them out so they've got frayed ends sticking out to catch when I strike it with the ferro rod. This is going to be my coal bed. I'll just kind of put it right there in the middle. Just like that. Then I'll take my little tinder bunch here, set it on top. Let that burn through a little bit. Then I'll take my next step up, which will be my tinder, or not my tinder, but my kindling. Throw that on next. I'll let the flames rise a little bit before you throw anything else on. Okay, now we'll start throwing the bigger ones on. Every time it just goes. Every time, here it comes. Switch this side. So I figured I would get my onion chopped up while I get my coal bed going to put the tortellini things on. We're just going to go and throw it right on there. Going to do the same with that one. Look at that. Yummy, yummy. So I'm going to put the sauce in there. And yeah. I think we're just going to eat it in this one here. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, Miss Angel Survival is missing out. I might have some to take home to her. There's quite a bit of food here. This mess kit did really good, guys. Alright, let's eat. Well, guys, here we go. Thanks for coming along with me, guys. And, you know, that's really good. I just need some bread and some Parmesan cheese. So next time I'll bring that. You know, it was a toss-up today. I was wanting to go camping. I had everything packed last night, and I don't know, it's just too hot. I'm not ready. You know what? And not that, but I had my Polish sleep bag, and I want to show that off, and I want to test it out. I want to see if that's a cold weather bag as well, because this is kind of a thicker bag. It's definitely not the greatest backpacking bag, but still, it's really cool. And so I'm gonna wait till it gets a little bit colder so I can bring that sleep bag, because I really want to try it out, because it's more of a square shape than a mummy. And me being a bigger guy, I like square shaped bags. All I have is mummy bags, but this is my first one square shaped bag. So yeah, we'll get there probably in October, late October. We'll be doing an overnighter. Who knows? Maybe sooner if it gets colder. Trust me, I'm ready to get out and do it. So, well, I've been wanting to show this off to you guys for a while now, so. And I like it. And I'm starting to get in a little more cooking too. It's much better than freeze-dried food. Freeze-dried food is just a lot easier to do. Enough of watching me eat and talk. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, comrades. We're taking off from the Gulag camp. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Before we head on out, I want to show you guys something. Getting ready to come up to here in about 1, 2, 3, 4. Now check this out, guys. Alright guys, thanks to OK Bushcraft, another friend of mine on YouTube. He had pointed this out in one of my older videos, and this is called Staghorn sumac. And this stuff right here you can make lemonade with it. It's called Indian lemonade. You just put it in some cold water, let it sit for about 15 minutes, and then drain it into like a cheesecloth or like a mesh bag into your cup or whatever, and you got Indian lemonade. So guess what I'm going to do tonight? I'm going to make some Indian lemonade. And thanks to OK Bushcraft for pointing that out. Thank you, OK Bushcraft. Alright guys, I'm going to head on out, and hope you liked the video. And I'm at 50 subscribers, so 50 more subscribers and it'll be 100. And that's when I'm doing my giveaway, just to put it back out there. It's been a while since I mentioned it, but when I get to 100 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway to one of you guys. So I look forward to doing that. So if you would, hit the subscribe button up here, and more videos will be down here, and share, like, and all that stuff. And yeah, God bless you guys. It's been a lot of fun. See you in the next video.